Hey Scorpios, how y'all doing? Welcome. We're going to be doing your second half of March general reading here. Let's talk about your meditation. It was intense. What else is new? I saw the image of a cheetah, okay? First of all, cheetahs represent, you don't say fast and intense and focused movement, okay? I saw the Scorpio collective as a cheetah. And I saw this cheetah standing in front of a large white sheet of cloth, okay? A white cloth sheet. And I saw the cheetah take a single nail out of its claw and kind of retract it, right? And then cut down the middle of this white fabric and try to force its body through this slit in the fabric, but not being able to fit. And imposing its will to the point where it was willing, and we're about to get graphic, but it's okay. I saw it chew off its own leg to be able to fit through that slot that it created. I just saw 111 on the timer. Okay, which is about movement forward, 3 of Wands, right? So then I saw this you guys as the cheetah having chewed off a limb, doing what it takes, right, Scorpio? And then I saw you get through that line, that movement through the cloth out on the other side and I saw you land in an auditorium filled with your guides, your spiritual team, your teachers, your angels, your ancestors. I saw them all sitting in this auditorium there when you got out on the other side, and you realizing in that moment that this had been a test of allowing things as they are and accepting them versus forcing your will upon it or wishing it were different or trying to incite some sort of forced change. And the feeling was you came out on this other side and they were all there and you were like, oh man, this was a test. And I chewed off my own limb to force my will upon to get through this particular avenue, this particular opening, this particular way through, right? I wonder what would have happened if I had not chewed off a limb and not cut through this fabric, but just stood there. I wonder if that fabric would have lifted like a curtain, or parted like a curtain rather, right? Without me imposing my will upon it, right? And I bet there would have been a round of applause on the other side of this thing. Fascinating. All right, let's see what your animal energy is. Second half of March. Oh my God, I love it. So, you know what? I feel like this is for you too. Okay. The Swan. Well, I feel like you guys get the Swan a lot, don't you, though? Remember when I said I saw that white fabric and cutting a slit in it? Does that not look like what this is here with the Swan and this reflective surface? So this is a beautiful love energy. It is definitely romantic, but it's also about mirror aspects of yourself or aspects of yourself that are mirrored through other people, right? I'm getting seeing things as they are versus check your vision and check your senses of perception. How you use your time right now is of the utmost importance. I'm hearing to use it to create. Okay? Use it to create. Now that is going to look different for everybody, but I feel like there is a middle ground between doing the most and imposing your will or putting a lot of energy out. Let's talk about something briefly. So I can't remember who coined the following terms, but I learned about this long ago, where there is this idea of third circle, right? There's first, second, and third circle. Third circle is those kind of people who are just come at you. Just really forward energy, like, hey, how you doing? And it's like coming at you like that. And then there's first circle, which are introverts, people who are just very inward inside, maybe even come across as detached, right? Two extremes there. And then there's the middle ground of second circle with these two here, right? Which is an 444 on the timer, about balance. Second circle is about being in a place of where you are actively present, but not forcing it, right? You also have enough energy for and with yourself without withdrawing. I feel like we're speaking of, or we're talking about, or feeling a middle ground between the most and the least. This feels like we're going to be talking a lot about balance and using your energy constructively. Okay? Be mindful of any extremity at this time, one way or the other. Okay? There might even be people around you in your life who are aware of this, whether they're saying it or not. Just be aware of this. Okay? All right. Now we also have the bear here, which is so beautiful. You know, the bear always gives me those springtime vibes coming out of the cave here. Beautiful. Oh, you know, this is water energy. I almost missed that water energy for my water signs. And you have earth energy here as well. And I like that because, you know, for the most part, and there's always exceptions and everything, but for the most part, water and earth go well together because water, you know, replenishes the earth. All of that good stuff. The earth can receive the water. It's usually a beautiful working energy partnership, friendship, whatever, whenever water and earth signs get together. Again, there's always exceptions, but I'm really feeling that here. So you could have earth signs around you or prominent earth in your own chart, in your primary 3 placements. That's really good to draw from right now because I feel like your advice is the bear. I think your advice is the bear, which is a lot about timing and knowing when to move and when to be still, right? There's also this energy of protectiveness that I'm getting. Protecting the cave, well, that's kind of pertinent for what's happening right now, right? We're all spending time in our own caves right now, right? And there's something about that, feeling protective of it. I feel like there's something in you that might have been, so I'm hearing survival instincts, which makes sense, but there's this aspect of like, you can thrive during this time, believe it or not. It's just about where and how you direct your energy, okay? You as Scorpios as well, highly intuitive. I'm also getting from this Swan, any empaths that I'm talking to as well, which means you feel other people's feelings as your own, or HSPs, highly sensitive people. You are likely picking up on energy from the collective and on a global scale, and maybe not all of it is yours. Be cognizant of that. Salt baths are helpful, and also creating. Creating can be a lot of things. It can be writing, it can be reading. You know, you can create by having a phone conversation with a trusted friend where you're creating a good energy, where you're hearing yourself talk and you're being reminded of who you are, right? Okay, what's going on for Scorpio for second half of March? Yeah. Okay, so 10 of Swords here. So this is interesting because Aquarius got this same thing, and it's funny because for that reading, there's 2 10 of Swords in this deck. One says 10 of Swords, and the other one is like, I think it's like a placeholder card that I keep in there where it's the same thing, but it says everything is fine on the bottom. They got the everything is fine aspect of this key, and you got the 10 of Swords, which is interesting, and I'm going to talk about this. So traditionally speaking, 10 of Swords is a complete and full ending to something. Right? Complete, full stop, no redos, end, right? What I'm getting here with this is, well, let me talk to you about what it was in the Aquarius readings. It feels important to talk about for some reason. So in the Aquarius reading, I got the image that the 10 of Swords to her, to everyone else, it was 10 of Swords. And it was like, wow, ouch, ouch, ouch. But look at how she's just like on her phone, completely unfazed. And for the Aquarians, I got that all this was some good acupuncture, honey. Some good acupuncture, right? And it's, what are we talking about with that? We're talking about perspective, right? Perspective is the name of the game here. Again, perspective, reflection. Objects in the mirror are closer than they appear or further away than they appear. How do you see things? How is your own perspective being fed and fueled in a healthy and constructive way? Also, be patient and gentle with yourself because I feel like you might have times where you're like, yes, I am in alignment. My perspective is clear, but then there might be other moments where you pick up on energies from others, or you have to be a shoulder, or you get to be a shoulder for others to lean on, or you just kind of start picking up on other energies, especially in your dream time, or if you're having trouble falling asleep, something about that. Because the bear is about, resting as well. You might be picking up on stuff, like I said, that causes you to have those lower moments. Just be patient with yourself around that and release any judgment of yourself and others, okay? It's really about compassion and perspective, okay? Yeah. So yes, Ten of Swords, and again, on the phone here, just completely unfazed and nonplussed. Okay? You know, they want me to talk about you as a sign. And what, you know, you guys are the Tower key and the Death key. If there's any group of people that are equipped to be in these times and be a beacon for others outside of Aquarians, right? Because that's what you know, this reading is reminding me a lot of the Aquarius reading, but from another angle, interestingly enough. You might want to watch that reading. I don't normally suggest that, but there's something about that. The Aquarius reading and this reading feel like they're holding hands a bit so far, okay? But you as a Scorpio, considering that you are the Tower key, which is quick and you know, major change, and then the Death key, which is transformation, you have everything within you and the ability to be in this time and be a beacon and a light and a waymaker for others. Okay? The Devil Capricorn energy here on the bottom here. 9 of Wands. This is a lot like the Aquarius energy. Okay. So 9 of Wands. This is that wounded warrior. This is feeling like, okay, I'm going to keep it moving and keep it on going. But I'm telling you, if one more thing happens, if I have to put one more bandage on, I'm done. I will chew off a limb and make my way to this other place because I really can't. I'm not loving where I'm at. I'm so drawn to the fact that, like, it looks like the cheetah. This is literally what I saw with cutting a line through the middle and forcing yourself off the, it's amazing to me. Yeah. Okay. 9 of Wands. The Wands were the realm of passion, artistry, and desire. When you're having these lower moments, when you feel disconnected, when you forget who you are, when you feel out of alignment, when you have a case of the, you know, worst case scenario thinking, create. Okay? Create. 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 Okay. All right, y'all. 5 of Cups. All right. All right, y'all. 5 of Cups. So this is a focus on what you wish were different. So this is all lining up, right, with the meditation. It's, oh, these 3 cups are empty, but, you know, these 2 cups behind here, hey, what? Oh, no, I won't turn around. I'm not done focusing on these yet. This is feeling really familiar. So this here, it's like that spilt milk aspect of this, and it really is this energy of, listen, and it's by the water here. We have the New York City scape here. This is all, you know, really hitting close to home, isn't it? With what's happening right now. And I just want to say this to you, my beautiful, beautiful Scorpios. Again, please be cognizant of not just what is yours and what is not with what you're feeling. Okay, I'm getting saltwater baths. Again, if I didn't say it already, please take saltwater baths again with this water here, okay? But there is this aspect of you have the power, if you were to just turn around and consider the cup as half full as opposed to half empty. And I know that that's a challenge to do right now. I'm in the world, right? I hear that. I hear that. I hear that. But, you know, I'm drawn to this New York City skyscape. Okay, because I did see 9/11 also on the timer here, just didn't say anything. And there's a resilience that I'm tapping into for you guys where it's like, you are so resilient. And do you understand what kind of, we are moving from a place of duality into oneness because suddenly, right, and irrevocably, we are very aware of everybody else, right? And if you were to just turn around in these lower moments, turn around and focus on what is good, the understanding that the more you're grateful for what you do have, the more you're going to manifest to be grateful for. It's not just about shifting your energy. By you doing that as a Scorpio, that is going to have a ripple effect far and beyond what you can see and discern to your collective fellow man and woman. That's it. You have an energetic responsibility here is what I'm getting. And guess what? I've done about half the reading so far, and the only other one that got a message even close to this was Aquarius. And I'll tell you, I still have, you know, some to do, but I've been getting a distinct feeling that some of the collective groups are being called to go in and just be in their own energy and nurture themselves and think about what they want and how they're going to make choices moving forward and what they will learn and all this stuff. But there's this energy here that is reminding me of the Aquarius energy where it's like, actually, As a Scorpio, for the collective that I'm tuning into, it's a responsibility. You are responsible for your own energy, but you're also responsible for the energy that you exude and put out there from your own house, honey, because we are all energetically linked and connected. You as a Scorpio, as intuitive as you are, you know this to be true. You know this to be true. And careful about, because I'm also getting an aspect of an inner child where, listen, this is so expected and completely understandable, but I'm tapping into this feeling of an inner child that's like, it's like a worst fear being realized, or it's like, oh my God, I always knew that I had a right to be scared this whole time, or I knew that something like this would happen, even though I didn't know what it would be. This disaster thinking that I've always held within me, now I see, this is what it is, and there's a part of you, and I say this with complete love, and it's going to be for a small group of you, I'm telling you now. There's a part of you that feels vindicated around this, because now it's like, see, I had a reason to think this way. I had a reason to have that fear. That ain't it. Flip it. Turn around and look at the 2 cups, okay? It's not about what is happening at or to you, or what it's about what can you do to positively affect the energy, okay? Clarifier for 10 of Swords. Listen, the spring is almost here, okay? I'm just gonna say that to you. It feels really important. The Justice key. I can't. This is so good. Capricorn got this too, and you did have Capricorn energy here. So Justice, Libra energy here, so beautiful. This is everything being exactly as it should be. Hello and goodbye. This is everything being exactly as it should be and being balanced, right? I'm also drawn, just like I was in the Capricorn reading, really drawn to these acorns in this fall and collecting of the harvest, right? And this big sort of truth here, I keep getting that this is a responsibility, and it's about how can I be there for others in my life right now? How can I be there for them, right? I feel like I'm talking to some old souls right here, okay? Who have, from a soul perspective, seen similar times in past lives, okay? Yep. So you inherently know what to do. It is a choice. It is a choice though. Okay, 9 of Wands. Two of Wheels, and that's what it is, 2 Pentacles. This is juggling and multitasking. The fact that it is clarifying this 9 of Wands, I honestly am getting this message around keeping your head and your wits about you. Again, with this salt water, right? Clearing out any energy that isn't yours. Yes, this is going to feel like a balancing act, right? And you're going to have times where it's like, I'm receiving this guidance to relay to you that as long as you don't expect yesterday to look like today or tomorrow to look like yesterday, all is well. I'm hearing allowance, right? Allowance, allow. People get really triggered around the word surrender, and I understand that. And I didn't feel right holding the 9 of Wands and saying the word surrender. So there's something to that. I'm not sure that that's even a helpful term right now. I feel like it's more like allow. Allow what is. And how can I help others, whether it's through social media, being cognizant of what I post and also what I intake, right? Am I living out a worst case scenario? Am I feeding the machine? Or am I meeting that energy with a counter and helpful and healing energy? You have a responsibility around this. I again want to say, a lot of these other signs, it's been more of a feeling of you are in a place of like, okay, it's going to be okay, good, you're working towards your dream, okay, like almost a feeling of like being protected in a lot of ways. It feels like you're on the front lines here. That's what it feels like. It feels like you and Aquarius are on the front lines. What are you gonna do with it? What are you gonna do with your platform? Because it feels like he's like on a very, precarious platform here. What are you going to do with your platform? Think about it. I feel like I'm clicking into a group of people that their reach is far, or if it's small, it's incredibly impactful, yeah? All right, 5 of Cups. Turn on the light. Gandalf, something about turning on the light. The Hanged Man. To clarify the 5 of Cups, how beautiful. The Hanged Man is about flipping your perspective and practicing patience through the lens of, see this infinity symbol? Through the lens of optimism and allowance. Optimism and allowance. Optimism and allowance. I'm also drawn to this like seascape here. Well, technically this would be the Hudson River, I believe, but this is like way under the sea, right? With this eel energy here, right? This is about flipping your perspective and understanding that all is as it should be. Hope springs eternal. Hope springs eternal. That's what it feels like. Hope springs eternal. And you have a responsibility. I know I keep saying it, but I keep feeling it. Okay? This is about flipping your perspective, turning your fabulous self around, and looking at these two cups, right? It's actually really beautiful and lovely. What am I hearing? I'm hearing a song, what is that song? Love. I'm hearing the song Love by Alan Stone. Everything you create, you get back. Everything you create, you get back. Whoa. Everything you create, you get back. Love by Alan Stone. Listen to it, if you're so inclined. Let's go ahead and get an oracle. I feel like a angel. Okay. Very good. Oh, stop it. I feel like this one is for you too. I can't. Counselor. Hi, platform holders. Archangel Azrael, you are a natural counselor and many people benefit from your guidance and reassurance. Boom, da bang, bang. Hi. Hi. This is what it is. There's nothing more to say. Okay. Gentleness. I love how he's like playing, what is that, a lute? Creating, right? Gentleness. Archangel Sandalphon. Be very gentle with yourself at this time. Surround yourself with gentle people, situations, and environments. This is exactly what I was saying about discerning what is and is not your own and creating. Gentleness. Abso-freaking-lutely. Just saw 2222 on the timer. Okay? And lastly, I'm so obsessed with this. You know what to do. Archangel Uriel, trust your inner knowledge and act upon it without delay. I'm hearing this little light of mine. This is what it is. Scorpio, if you take away nothing else from this reading, this is what it is. Be the light for yourself and others. Be the light for yourself and others. That is all there is. Okay? You guys have got this, and I want you to also consider the fact that with great power, that's a Spider-Man quote, right? With great power comes great responsibility. You guys have great power. I feel like I'm really talking to those of you who have had many lives and have seen similar times to these, and thus you're more equipped from a soul perspective to move within this energy from a place of allowance and being the beacon that you are. Okay? Yes, Scorpio, do it. With that being said, this was your second half of March general reading. I so hope that this helped and resonated. I'm sending you all so much love, 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 love. Thank you guys again for being here. And as always, thank you for being you, and be well. Until next time.